Support Pro Play Games on Patreon.
Love to see the Gaiomon mat from the Gaiomon player and the PPG mat in the PPG event. I love it.
Yep. Something to be known when we do put the timer up, I believe that for this event they've included the 5-minute overtime in the time limit on the timer. It does appear that way.
Gotcha. Let me make sure.
Ooh, we got a table judge. Exciting. All right, guys, let's get some predictions. I'll talk to chat. Well, who do we think's taking this match? Do we think it's going to be Yellow Hybrid with a Lopmon sub-focus? Or do we think it's going to be the Gawamon Black War Greymon build?
As much as I hate to say it, I definitely think it's going to come down to who sees their pieces first. Because if Gaiomon gets the ball rolling early, it's going to be, I think, very difficult for Yellow to come back from it. That being said, again, we might see some spice today. We might definitely see some spice today.
If Hybrid could push the aggression like very quickly, I don't know how Gawamon can recover from that. But if it gets that stutter step and has to set up too many tamers, and let's take a look. How heavy is his tamer removal? Is he gonna have an issue with tamers? Ooh. So it is marked as a Gawamon deck, but this is a War Greymon Gawamon deck, not a Black War Greymon.
Yep.
So it is. Looks like his build is taking advantage of Deltamon to climb a little bit faster, and just very aggressive.
Yeah, we do see some Hades forcing.
No Hades Force. That's a Gaia Force here. Oh no, there's a Hades Force as well. Just a couple copies. Very option
That is
heavy.
definitely gonna.
Max, it's okay. The neighbor's dog could be a part of this too. But the hybrid build is very, very teched out. A lot of really cool choices. I hope we get to see some of those fleshed out. He does open with the TK.
Yes, this matchup is Battle Ready Inc. on the bottom with the Wargrey Gaiomon. And for those of you who do play a lot of the Gaia Force Gaming, maybe True Champs Games tournaments, Josh EXE is the Lopmon Yellow Hybrid player.
Yeah, Josh does play in a lot of those online events. He is a seasoned webcam local.
Oh, absolutely.
Player.
Absolutely.
He's one of the only people, I think, maybe besides you, who has the full GFG collection. He has every playmat and every set of dice.
And well deserved. He does grind for those events. He does grind for that prizing, and I think we're gonna see that a lot today, like a lot of that paying off. I am very interested going back to Hades Force, seeing how important that's going to be if Battle Ready Inc. is going to be able to see those cards, just because obviously that can swing the momentum, especially early on, before Josh is able to get established.
So do you think if we shorten Battle Ready Inc.'s name, it should be BRI or Bree?
I like Bree.
Yeah,
Bree and EXE.
Yeah, Bree versus XE. So he does evolve in the back to the War Greymon, the Metal Greymon rather. So he's setting up his tower, and
yeah, it looks like he's gonna try and go for one.
Oh,
big
Brink,
push.
that makes sense, man. Frog memes, you're on it. You're smart. Is that the Jet Sylphie, or the one of getting that recovery, putting in some chip damage.
Just a reminder, no, the purple starter decks are not legal for this Ultimate Cup. It's kind of bittersweet. I know a lot of people were excited for that, but I think at the end of the day it's good because it still has that aspect of diversity where if it came out, we might just see a lot of purple all day long. And as much as we all love purple, 8 to 9 rounds of that, of mirrors, might not be the most fun thing in the world. All right, so he does choose to raise. Okay.
I do think that the decision... Part of the decision was to limit the turn time, because I think a lot of people would be learning as they go today, because the official release was yesterday.
Yeah, 100%. And that would be kind of unfortunate just to sit there and try and figure out exactly how your deck plays on one of the biggest stages in a Bandai event.
So
So it
BT1
does
War
tap.
Greymon, right? That's the alt art for the BT1. So that's no option cards activating, but luckily
A Tamer
Tamers
still
still
go
do.
off. Yep. Interesting. I'm sure he teched that in, expecting a lot of removal today. Not. I'm sure. I'm interested to know if he expected to see any hybrid lists, because it seems like Josh is starting to build his board presence in terms of Tamers very early on. Even though Battle Readying does have his tower already established. So it seems like they're both honestly going at a pretty good pace, able to establish everything they need to and everything that they want to.
Yeah, and first glance, it probably looks like Chase has a pretty big advantage here with the
Yeah.
big stack. Took a bunch of security,
Mhm.
but honestly, now 4 Tamers set up. One removal spell is really gonna be all it needs to
Yeah, that's
even this
all it
game out.
needs. And I think Chase knew that, and that's why he waited in raising, because he doesn't want to obviously preemptively raise and then just get absolutely punished for it. I will say the hesitation on Josh's end, on your average player, I would say if you hesitate this much, it's because you maybe don't have the optimal line. That being said, because I know Josh and I've seen Josh play, there is a huge chance that he is just absolutely thinking out every possible avenue before he commits to a play. Interesting.
Well, not only that, but a lot of people, I know me personally, sometimes when I'm frozen on a play, it's not that I don't have the optimal play per
Mm-hmm.
se. It's I'm deciding, am I going to go for it now?
Yeah, that's fair.
You
That is
know,
fair.
it's
Yeah.
like you're kind of like analyzing, is now the time to go for the play, or does the punishment outweigh the risk or the reward? Ooh, man, the no options really come
Yeah, I'm
in clutch
surprised.
here.
I'm kind of surprised he opted to put that in security when he knows that War Greymon can't activate. Um,
So just he might not have remembered because it's been so long. He might have gotten the when digivolving and the static effect confused,
very true.
is what it looks like, because he seemed to think that the option would activate there. So
Yeah,
perhaps he was just thinking the when digivolving was no options for the turn, and then it just had the static +1 security
very true.
rather than the other way around, which
I
is unfortunate.
I think it might also be, and this is just hoping that I wasn't the only person who realized that. I did not realize that that was the BT1 War Greymon ult. I did not realize that until
Yeah,
like we
that's
looked at the deck
the
list. I was like,
box
oh yeah,
topper BT1 War Greymon
yeah,
from the I believe BT10 or EX2, whatever had the box topper with the starter deck reprints.
yeah. So definitely,
So game one does go to the Galmon. Just getting to that, the security safe Greymon.
yeah. Gaimon is looking like I'm interested to see how it plays into other things today. How do you think Gaimon does into the Machine Dramon matchup? Because I feel like that's one of the main things that's gonna have an issue. Maybe like Bloomlord as well if it can't kill them before Hydramon really gets established. But how do you think it does into the Machine Dramon matchup?
So I think Galmon into Machine Dramon almost comes down to who builds stack second. So they're able to get that D-Digivolve off on the other one, because they both do D-Digivolving shenanigans.
That's fair, and that's very reminiscent of like for those players who are been here a very long time. Obviously, 1.0 with Blue Omni, because it was very similar in the sense. Whoever raises first and brings their things out first will get punished for doing so by like if they evolve into Omni to kill something, the opponent raises, brings out Omni, kill their Omni, and it goes back and forth. And normally, whoever starts going off and deleting her in this situation, de-digivolving second normally does have the upper hand.
So Josh had that slow start in the last game with his yellow hybrid. Let's see if he could open up with a more traditional type of start here, and also let's see if the War Greymon player gets lucky and sees the War Greymons over the Galmons again. Because I think in that game, had they been Galmons, it would have been very different.
Absolutely. And I think if I'm Josh, I might be a little nervous because he was able to completely take control of that game without any tamer removal necessary.
Yes.
And that would make me a little nervous just because at this point, if Chase is able to get the momentum going again And even if Josh is able to slow him down, Chase can then in turn slow him down by starting to chip away at some of his tamers, almost like two, sometimes one, but sometimes two at a time, and it could do a lot of damage.
Well, here we do see him already open better. He has the rookie this game. He did hit off the Zoe, which he missed last game, the Zoe trigger. He either chose not to add or didn't have one to add.
Yeah.
And then here it seems like the Galmon player just maybe didn't see the line. Has to play or maybe he's waiting to react with his Metal Greymon. I don't want to discount that as an option as well.
I will say it's definitely interesting to see. I'm so used to the yellow hybrid matchups, like from prior formats, lasting so long, and us already being in game 2 is just, it's almost weird. It's very weird.
All right, here we do see the yellow hybrid player going back into the security. He must have known there was one in there. Get a look at what he recovered last time and get another new card that he doesn't know. Also putting him to 1, which is really strong, because even with the reduction, he's going to be passing turn here.
I forgot how much of a resource, just even on those tamers that allow you to like look at your security, and sometimes even when you don't add anything, just how valuable that knowledge is just to have access and see what is in your security, so you can honestly strategize even better, because it almost takes that RNG factor out of the way, because a lot of times you'll be a lot more open to your opponent swinging into your security, especially multiple times, if you know that they have the ability to either get punished for it or to benefit yourself.
Oh yeah, knowing your security changes fundamentally how you play the game, and you could then like bluff with it. You can lean into it, lean against it. But here he does hit the double tamer, which is huge, because now he gets the advantage of that extra memory. He gets, that little bit of a debuff on swing. Just a lot of good resources for the yellow hybrid player already.
And I'm sure that's exactly what Josh was hoping for when he looked into his security. I'm hoping this is probably one of the... Ooh, and the Rapid Bond. That is a card we have not seen in a very long time. Only able to kill the Argo, but the Armor Purge, I'm sure, is going to do... but he could still be de-digivolved. Yeah. I was going to say, it could
the Armor
protect
Purge
him, but
might not come up if Chase does have the BT9 Metal Greymon.
Yeah.
It is going to be a little rough.
I'm interested to see
the hesitation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
doesn't have it.
Hesitation's very telling.
Ooh, the risk reward. This is where it comes. I imagine you get that little bit of tension. Like, ooh, am I going to get mega punished for this? Just the pass. Oh no. And this is what Josh needs this game, just to get this game 2 out of the way. He is now in a very controlled position. He's going to get some chip damage in, and hopefully climb up so that there we go. We see the free tamer come down. As long as he's got it.
Oh, I hope so. There
it is, another dual tamer.
Now, how would you capitalize here in a situation like this?
Well, he could have the Shine Greymon X, though I don't think you play it yet. But he is going to reduce the security, so he's going to get a free chip. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He won't be able to play anything by effects, but that's not a big issue here. And then I think here maybe just play, if he has the old Lopmon, to be able to just push the advantage a little bit, or even just put a body on board. He has the Pillowmon in racing, so a Pillowmon to be able to... Or I'm sorry, I'm getting Pillowmon's effect confused. That doesn't stop the Digivolution reduction. Cody, very strong too. Give him some more memory on the next turn.
God, this is giving me like PTSD, dude. Vi's Greymon and so many tamers established. Oh my goodness. Not even just like yellow hybrid, but just full on like Shine Gray PTSD. That being said, I am still excited for it in BT12.
Well, BT12 is going to be fun is a word I can use. It's going to be different, interesting.
Yeah.
You see the guy for 0 just to answer the stack.
Of course.
Which doesn't feel terrible, but it is a lot of memory to answer the minimal memory that was given to him.
Yeah.
Or rather, the minimum memory that was spent to build that up.
Yeah. it does seem like Chase is a little stuck.
Chase is a little stuck. He does.
And I think something that might turn around and hurt him is he's not just not able to find his pieces, but the fact that he's constantly just giving Josh
Passing.
more and more time to establish and really
Yeah, he doesn't
go
have
at Chase.
pieces or like rookies to kind of like bridge the gap.
Yes, exactly.
And this is where you see the single color deck building really come into play, because without X Antibody, like the amount of search and consistency cards, or rather Cool Boy, not X Antibody.
But yeah,
Your consistency cards are just like cut in half.
Yeah, I'm sure he's wishing he had Cool Boy right now.
And here we're gonna see like he has a lot of memory
And a lot of
I think
tamers.
here's gonna be the hybrid dance. We're gonna see some swings in. Little reminder that his security is a little buffed, or another one, yeah. Does he swing with this one? It looks like maybe he drew an ultimate, so he's trying to make that decision point now. I'm speculating. I didn't see what he drew. The decision now seems, because putting him to 1 and playing a free tamer. Yeah, exactly. That free tamer is tantalizing.
Having that Rise Grade come right back and literally
and it's
replacing
the
the tamer that he
Sun
already
Wu
brought out.
It's little Susie. Do we see we're gonna see some cool Lopmon shenanigans?
I will say, if I'm in Josh's position, I'm in a weird state where I'm like very tense, because as I'm starting to, honestly, playing against Wargray Gaiomon, I'm constantly afraid of like just more or less being just like punched in the face. And every turn that Chase is not able to do so, there must be a huge sigh of relief on Josh's end, and then being able to just continue plays and chip away more or less. I think we are still waiting for that one big turn where he just goes in with all of his tamers. And if Chase isn't able to get rid of Josh before that, Chase could be in a very bad position.
Also, let's not forget that Josh doesn't know what's in Chase's deck, so he could be expecting tamer removal at any point.
Yeah.
That will pass turn, which is, I think, Josh's plan was to make it so that he had to pass turn no matter what.
And then we do see the Metal Grade come down, Digivolving the Rise. Passing turn back. Something interesting to note, there is no Greymon in this list. No level 4 blocker Greymon, because we do have red eggs in Chase's build.
Yeah, can't play just pure black cards.
Mm-hmm.
Here, man, if Josh has a removal here, be it the Sunrise Buster, the Lonky, whatever it is,
Sunrise
it would
Buster.
be huge.
Yeah.
Do you see the check? Survives. Started at Greymon is tiny. It's a tiny boy.
And it's a little difficult to see, but I believe Chase is only at his last security. I think.
And he is, yeah.
Black's
So does he have the last?
Does he have it?
For game?
Yep, there it is.
That's
Instantly.
Game 2, so
no
we're getting a
hesitation.
Game 3.
Yep, game 3. So we do still have a little bit of a high roll aspect in this Ultimate Cup format. If they see the pieces early on, sometimes there's just nothing you can do. They just get there. They just see the absolute god stack. But other times when the deck plays and it's not as consistent as sometimes you would wish it would be, you do give your opponent opportunity to establish and continue to do their own plays until they ultimately hit you back. The yellow hybrid has been missing the Cody gating in memory. Interesting.
I don't think he has. I think just on that last turn he did.
Mm-hmm. I think he might have just more or less saw he had it no matter what, and he'd already established that he was going to go all in. I do believe there is a stream judge in there, correct?
Yep. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we have Keisho here with us. They did say that they were going to try and for every feature match have a stream judge.
Yep.
Just to keep things above the table on stream.
Of course. Also, thank you. I have seen a lot of people in chat. Thank you guys for the excitement and the support for having the two of us commentate. We do appreciate that very much. And again, we do just want to say a huge thank you to Pro Play Games and Bandai for allowing us to be here, just hang out with you guys, watch some great games and a great tournament.
Yeah, this is my first real commentating.
Woo!
So I'm pretty excited about it.
Let's go, Tyler. You're doing great, by the way. If I was at home just watching, I would feel a lot better with you being here.
Any Digimon players? That's really hard because Digimon capitalizes on black tamers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't he? And he's a green card. It's all about mixing colors with Digimon.
Yeah.
So it would be hard in this format. All right, game 3. I imagine Yellow Hybrid will be starting off.
Totally just like random out there question. What do you think the chances are that we see an Examon list today? Obviously,
0.
Is absolute 0. Interesting. Because obviously it's green and blue. And a lot of the aspects of the game is that matchup or that deck is to force your opponent to attack and then you block. But you lose all the blockers because you can only run blue cards because of your egg. I heard a few people say they wanted to try it, but I think that kind of like is a little rough.
I don't want to pull the curtain back too much, but searching the deck lists for Examon came up with 0 results.
Oof. Unfortunate. Very sad day. Very sad day. I am excited to see some Old Force today. I want to see if anyone's trying to bring Imperial in today. Again, though, that's another blue-green to see if they can still make it work, though, or if everyone's just more or less going to try and stick to the just pure, straight-up monocolor decks.
There are 4 Imperial Dramon decks.
Ooh, interesting. This is interested to see how they do today. Opting to raise. So Chase having the Searcher Agu and the Greymon in the back. It dies, and I'm assuming Josh is another tamer. If not, hopefully they're all in security. Interesting.
Ooh. He values that cycle right now, so he must just be missing some stuff here and there. Or just really wanted to put him to 1 with that Jet Sylphie, which I can't blame him.
I do not think he drew for Evolution.
I think he picked up 2 cards, dropped 1 in hand, and put 1 there.
Gotcha.
That's what it looked like. Just happened very smoothly.
Ragnalord, interesting. I didn't even think of Ragnar being a possibility in this format.
I'll be the man in the chair. I'll check.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you so much. A true man of the people.
One deck.
1 Ragna. Interesting.
It is a Gaiomon Ragna hybrid. So it looks like it's just a Gaiomon deck with the level 7 Ragna at the top end.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, pay attention to the game again. I'm getting caught up in the deck list. So we can do this in between rounds.
There's just so many cool lists.
There are a lot of cool lists for this format. All right, that's Zephyr.
If I'm Josh, I am praying that there is a lot of Tamer's insecurity.
Ooh, the Venusmon is very strong here. Because now the when Digivolving won't go off if he raises.
Yeah.
So it kind of stalls the turn a little bit here. And if Josh just has a handful of Holy Waves, or Holy Flames rather, it could just kind of turn off Chase's deck for
interesting.
as many turns as he needs to. Venusmon in the solo color format is very oppressive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Max, the round timer, is it frozen or is it just not updating regularly?
So what is happening is anytime I have to have that tab
off
open.
the web
yeah,
page?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It like
Okay.
stalls it. So I'll try my best to keep it up, but
in between rounds, try opening it as a small window, like in the corner, and just leaving it up. Perhaps
I can. Yeah, that'd be a great idea.
That's what I do sometimes in my streams. I don't know if it works. I find really creative workarounds because I'm not as experienced as you.
I would not call myself too experienced, but I mean that's the best way to learn, right? Is finding out what works best for you.
So this looks like it's very much in Yellow Hybrid's favor so far. That Venusmon really buying that turn, letting him put in that aggression. Like I said, if he ends the turn here with a Holy Flame, I feel like it's just over.
Yeah, it's gonna be incredibly rough.
So we do see the Susie. Do we see the Holy Flame? I'll lose it.
So punishing.
In the Cody. Okay.
Cody. Interesting. Probably just wants to establish.
Yeah. So I mean, now he could, if he gets put to 3, he'll go to 4 from the Cody, and he'll be able to double tamer or double hybrid.
Yeah.
Here we do have that.
I don't think. Let's see if they remember.
So is that the security plus Greymon in the stack though? Hold on here.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Is that able to
That's
do that?
security plus Greymon. Yeah, he won't get when digivolving effects.
Is there a there's a judge in there, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna message him.
I'm surprised.
There's a tie as well, yeah.
Oh, there's a tie. Okay.
That's weird because this isn't like a thing you could miss.
No, because doesn't the tie put him back to 0?
Yeah, I don't know whether to interrupt or not. I messaged the judge.
No, but I'm saying doesn't the tie offset the Venusmon?
Well, did he evolve last turn? But he is Sec plus Greymon as well. So he's Sec plus 2.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's not 0. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh no! What do we do here? I don't know if we're allowed to interrupt or not, and I also don't want to assume because maybe something's happening on board that we're missing. So yes, Edmundo, as long as there's a buff or debuff, that's true. But Sec +1 and Sec -1 as a 1 of each will cancel out to make no security minus or plus.
Yeah, you gotta let it go. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh, because that's a huge swing.
At this point,
that is a huge
game state.
Yeah, that is a huge momentum shift.
Damn. Yeah. In this case, it wouldn't matter either way because there's Sec +2. But yeah.
Sec is modified at all. So either way, yeah, either way, that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I misspoke there, guys. I'm sorry. I'm also trying to get the judge to look at my message.
That is unfortunate.
This is so unfortunate.
Yeah, exactly. The main issue that we're talking about, the main point that we're getting is the Digivolve should not have happened. And now Chase has starting to go wide, starting to go up in multiple different stacks, and this could spiral out of control.
Yeah, because the Venusmon Sec minus was over. That turn had passed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just the tie. He also has a Greymon in sources. But it's easy to miss. Like it's when you're in the game, it's easy to not think about because a lot of times Venusmon only really gets it the turn after she digivolves.
I will say, yeah, that there is something to be said there. I think it's important to remember that when you're actually in the game, sometimes you're thinking about so many different factors that sometimes you lose track of stuff. And of course, us sitting out here commentating, and obviously the viewers watching, it's a lot easier for us to be at like a more calm, peaceful mind state, so we're able to like see everything a little bit clearer. But of course, everyone's just human. Sometimes people miss things.
Yeah, Yak X. I didn't mean that like it would let the effect go off. I just meant that that's probably in Josh's mind why he didn't think that any effects were happening. Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Especially since it's just like a hybrid away from winning.
Yeah.
I direct messaged the judge a few times. Again, I don't know if
Is that a security Digimon? Or is he just revealing his... Oh, he's just revealing.
He's the stream judge too. Does he have the hybrid for game?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like Gaiamon does ultimately take it.